from a single form, a Microsoft form, we can do all types of actions. And we're going to talk today, primarily focused today on setting up this multifaceted form. Notice here that we have a menu here that kind of starts us in our activity, and then we go from there. So we're going to talk about how this form works, exactly where it feeds. So it can feed into Microsoft Planner and Evernote are the two examples that we're going to do. But we're going to really focus on the construction of the actual form. So stay tuned. We'll jump right into the branching and setup of the form. So to get started, let's go ahead and jump right into forms. And so you just want to open that up from your Office 365 environment right there, forms. You can fill in this. It's pretty easy. There's a picture and play with that. And of course, the theme is the background picture. But here's what's interesting about this form. So when we hit preview on this form, note that we go only to 2 options. But when we look, there are a lot of options on the screen. And the reason why is because we're using something called branching. Now, branching allows us to easily take and make it so that when we're using this on our mobile device, for example, we can just click on the area that we want to go to and then proceed more if we want to add more detail. So for example, we can click on Task Management, enter in the name of the task, when it's due, and then we could say, well, yeah, I want to add more detail or I want to submit. If I say I want to add more detail, I can put in the originator, what plan the task will be in, some more details around the task, level of effort, assign it to a specific task, and hit submit. Or I can continue on and enter notes into OneNote or Evernote in this case. So there's lots and lots of options available to us. So how do we set that up? Well, to set up the standard form is pretty easy. We just add here text and choice are the ones that we're using. This is a choice here as well. This is a choice. Now notice that we've only selected yes because when you view it in a preview, for example, you don't need a no there. Just if it's no, just submit, right? If it's yes, then continue. So let's talk a little bit about how that branching works. So you set up the menu and then you click here on this ellipsis and say add branching. Now once you add branching, notice here that when I click on Task Management to Planner, what's the name of the task, right? Or right here, what's the title? So I'm going to skip to number 2 here. We'll see 2 and 3 on our screen, and then we're going to branch again. And then the branch here says, okay, I'm going to continue down through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then do I want to do this? And then it'll jump me to 11, or I can exit at this point. Pretty nice. Same thing with this. If I want to go just to Evernote, I go directly to number 11. I enter my note and the details of the note, where I want to put it, and then I'm prompted again, do you want to submit more? And we say yes, then we can enter a key phrase, the source of the note, the reference of the note, and then submit. Now, why would you use branching? Because branching allows you to really manage what the screen looks like. If you have a form that is feeding into a lot of fields, it's going to intimidate your users. So you want to make sure that you just give them what they need, and then if they need more, they can continue to do that. Another thing to remember when developing branching is that you want to, in this example, task management, these are 2 required fields. I want to know what the name of the task is and when it's due. Now in this case, this may be a simple reminder to me, right? So I'm just going to type it in. I'm on the road somewhere. I'm on a computer that doesn't have my Microsoft suite on it. I just want to enter in a reminder for me and a due date. I literally do this from any computer, and then that's it. But if I'm somewhere where I have the time, I'm going to fill in some more data related to that task. So it makes it really very flexible for everybody that's using your system. Same thing with the notes, right? I'm going to enter a little bit of information, and then I'm going to ask for more information if they want to provide it. So that is how you set up a note. Now, the results of this note are pretty amazing. So let's look back here and see the actual results. We can feed data automatically into the Power Platform. For example, I'm feeding it, this is an Evernote page. I can feed it directly into a task. Notice here, this is all the information. Plus I put additional information like when was the date initiated, when was the task initiated. I can input my level of effort, things of that nature. So lots of things I can do, and I can put in very little information. On this one, I just said, hey, change the oil in the Blue Mini. So very, very flexible. Now, to do all of this work that you're seeing on the screen, we're using Power Automate. So I'm going to give you just a real quick preview and encourage you to look at other videos that I have on the channel to understand more detail around Power Automate. But this is the Power Automate flow right here that we're using to populate everything from the form to Evernote to Planner. And notice here we're just calling on that form, and then we're putting in a switch here which says menu. If I look at my form here, menu is the first one, and I can change this, by the way, and it will change it inside of Power Automate. And then I say, well, where do I want to branch to? If I want to branch to here, Task Management to Planner, then I'm going to switch here, and I'm going to be able to go to Personal, I'm going to be able to go to Others, and then if I hit Evernote, I have another switch in there that then says, where do you want to put it inside of Evernote? So lots of details here, lots of things that you need to know and how to put in. We'll go over this in another video, but this is basically how it's set up. Once the automation is set up, it just continues to run, and allows you to truly use the strength of a computer from wherever you are, whether you're on a mobile device or whether you're on a computer. You can certainly access information and input information into your environment.